Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Rippy.
And I'm Shake.
And we're the ladies in law.
And we're ripping and shaking up all the legal information you know, need to know, and want to know.
From the tabloids to the courthouse to your own home.
Yes. And for this particular episode, we actually are looking at another Detroit legend. We recently discussed some legal issues that Aretha Franklin created post-dying. Well, we got another Detroit legend having some legal issues. This particular person is...
So Miguel Cabrera, you might have heard of him. He plays for the Detroit Tigers, a Triple Crown winner, making $30 million a year.
$30
million! Are you kidding me? Well, Miguel is married with 3 children with his wife.
Yes.
Well, he cheated on his wife. And
for a long
had a
time.
long-term mistress for over 5 years. Ended up having 2 children with her.
Yeah.
Was taking care of the mistress. Bought them a house, $1 million mansion.
Yeah.
Paid
Cars.
for them. Bought a Range Rover. Took them on trips to Europe, all over. Spent all of this money on his mistress, and everything was fine and dandy until his wife found out.
Yeah, and then all the trips and the Range Rover and the house payments, those all stopped.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, they stopped. But here's the problem. In a court, he can't get away with that. I mean, especially when it comes to children.
Exactly.
We do a lot of family law work, and courts are always going to protect the children and make sure they're taken care of. So his mistress took him to court.
Needless to say, she sued him for child support.
Yeah.
And Miguel was ordered to pay $14,000 a month.
Wait, $14,000. He makes $30 million a year. Okay, so we gotta explain this. With child support, it's a formula. You put both parents' wages calculated in there.
Health insurance,
How
much time the child spends with each parent. Just plug it in the formula.
Yeah, and boom, 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 boom.
Spits out a number.
Well,
so for Miguel, the number was $137,000 a month. That is absolutely ridiculous.
$137,000 a month.
Are you kidding me? I mean,
for the 2 children.
Just for 2 children. I mean, like, wow.
Oh my gosh.
I wish that was reality. But
yeah, we were that mistress.
But the courts can deviate from that formula in certain circumstances. There may be good cause to move up and make the parent pay more in child support.
Yeah.
And in this case, there was good cause to move down. I mean, the judge found that was absolutely absurd to pay $137,000 a month for just 2 kids. So he ultimately just ordered the $14,000.
And she was going for
actually going for $25,000 to $30,000.
It wasn't going to happen because the other thing that the judge found really relevant in deviating from what a normal formula is that Miguel, for years and years and years, had taken care of these children, nannies, the trips, what he does for the children he has with his wife. And so, I don't know.
So there was an issue of whether the 2 children that he has with his mistress should have the same standard of living and same opportunities in life as the 3 children that he shares with his wife. And the judge found yes. I mean, these are all his children. They have the same father with the same amount of money, and they should have the same opportunities. So the judge ended up, in addition to ordering the $14,000 a month in child support, ordered him to pay the $7,000 mortgage on the $1 million home in a gated community with a pool. Ordered Miguel to take out a $5 million life insurance policy with the 2 children with his mistress as the beneficiary. Ordered him to continue to pay for vacations and birthday parties equal to what his children with his wife would get, as well as a nanny and tutoring and pay for the mistress's Range Rover.
This woman is living the life.
Annual passes to Disney World and see. I mean, this woman. God bless her. She was a very poor woman from Venezuela. Didn't have a pot to piss in, and now she's living this fabulous life.
$14,000 a month? Are you kidding me?
And a house paid for, and a Range Rover, and everything.
All of her children's activities.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be interesting to know you don't necessarily get all the specific details. This was in Florida, the case was heard. What would happen if she remarried? Because child support can be modifiable, like alimony, spousal support.
Yeah.
So if she remarried and this individual was able to help facilitate taking care of some of these bills, Miguel would likely
probably file a motion with the court to reduce the child support, and he would likely get a reduction if she has someone else to bring in income and help support the bills.
AKA, she's not going to have somebody else come.
Not until her children are 18. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't. And I mean, I think the whole thing about this particular case and when it comes to child support is, again, courts take it very seriously that children are taken care of and they're all treated on a same standard with given opportunities.
Children with the same parent need to have the same standards
Right.
and same opportunities in life.
And especially in this case, I mean, Miguel literally was raising these kids, living a double life.
Yeah, I don't know how he pulled it off for 5 years. I have no idea.
Ignorance is bliss.
I mean, he must have really, been down there in training camp and living his
He was
best
training.
life
He was
in
training
Florida
very hard, yeah.
while his wife was in Detroit taking care of kids.
Yeah, so now Miguel's making those payments. And
just-
he can.
And just so you guys know, his wife filed for the divorce,
She
but
did.
she didn't go through with it.
No.
Obviously not.
No, 30 million a year, yeah. Anyway, so we know in our practice how important it is to make sure that you're getting your children taken care of. Don't ever hold back. Like, a lot of people come to us like, oh, we just had an informal custody agreement.
Yeah,
Isn't that?
no, you want something in
Oh,
writing. You
get
want
it in
something
writing.
in court order, and you just because you file a custody case doesn't mean that it has to be contentious. You
Right.
guys can come to some type of settlement agreement that the court will just enter and make the order.
As long as it's reasonable. And,
Yeah.
and in cases like Jasmine said, yes, with Miguel's case, they deviated from the formula so he wouldn't pay as much because that was just absurd.
But yeah, typically parties just fill out the formula and sign it, and the judge just enters it.
And maybe you should be getting more. Maybe you have a child support agreement in place, but the person paying you is making more money
maybe
now.
they got a raise
Yeah.
since the order was entered, or maybe you
Maybe Miguel get a raise.
and then she can come after him for even more money.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, she
not.
might be able, maybe not because they did deviate lower. So
Yeah.
just take every opportunity. Again, it's so interesting to see these celebrities that have attorneys at their fingertips.
Oh yeah.
doing all this
Also,
great stuff.
he was also ordered to pay $200,000 in her legal
That's
fees.
right. He had to pay her legal fees too,
Yes.
because she had to bring this because he wouldn't agree to pay her, or his wife wouldn't agree. What a mess. Anyways.
That was a lot of money that the attorneys made.
Yeah, so-
Cheers to Miguel.
Cheers to Miguel. I mean, he's got 5 kids and he's living the life with them. Yeah.